So when the season first started, I never really had the intention of actually trying to qualify for Worlds. It was more so just a waste of time for me, as I didn't really have much time to begin with. So the fact that I'm even making this video is kind of funny, because I never really wanted to qualify for Worlds this year. But I was in Japan in February, and my friends were like, yo, it's really difficult to qualify for Worlds in Japan. If we were in your position, you know, we'd at least try. And I'm moving to Japan next year, so I'm not going to have an opportunity to try and qualify for Worlds, at least as easily as it is for me right now, for a while. So I was like, you know what? When I get back to South Africa, I'm gonna commit to the bit and let's try qualify for Worlds. So while I was there, I was playing a lot of Terabox and I really enjoyed the deck. And when I got back to South Africa, I played a few cups and I won every single cup I played in using Terabox, and that boosted me up in the rankings. I was like, I think 11th at a point. And then was the big tournament, the big one was the SPE. So in South Africa, the main way to qualify for Worlds, to be honest, is just get your best finishes in your cups and stuff. And then after that, you gotta really try, I don't know what we're playing against here, Terra something, probably Terra Eevee. Okay, let's get the Water Boy. And so, where was I? So the way to qualify for Worlds in South Africa, it's the top 10 players qualify for Worlds. So it's honestly not like the easiest thing, because although it's not a big region, it is still fairly difficult to try and qualify, if you know what I mean. Like, there's still some really good players, and then there's not many events. If you want to get points in this country, you have to travel abroad. So without traveling abroad, it is very difficult to qualify for Worlds, and I just didn't have the time or the money to travel to like EUIC, because when EUIC was going on, I usually attend EUIC every year, but I just couldn't make it this year. I was in Japan, I was looking for a school, so that was off the boards, which kind of sucked, because that's like my main way to get points. So when the SPEs rolled around, we have 2 of those each year. This year they were in Durban and Johannesburg. Johannesburg is where I live, so I was like excited for that one. And I decided to play Terabox, as it was the deck I was most comfortable with. And I managed to get 2nd place, which was big. We didn't win, unfortunately, but I was the highest placing South African, which meant I got free flights and accommodations for this year's Worlds, which kind of solved the money problem, right? So now we don't have to worry about money for Worlds. Oh no, this is not good. We might be getting water pumped here. So that kind of solved the whole money problem for me, which was cool. And now I just had to qualify for Worlds. And that win put me at 3rd in the country, at like 560 something points. So that was really cool. Now, like, we had a really good, opportunity to actually qualify for Worlds. We just had to see it through. So heading into Durban, I knew I just had to get top 32 to like completely lock out the invite, make sure I was there. And this past weekend was Durban, the SPE, and I pulled up there with all my friends. Shout out Jonah and Simon and all you guys, Dwayne as well. And I hopped on Terabox, not this list, but more of a very similar list to what I played in Johannesburg. I have a video on that. It's the Terabox guide. And the deck felt good. I placed top 32, which was what I needed for points. I gave out wins to one of my mates, because he needed that win for Worlds, and so he needed top 32 for Worlds, and so did I. And whoever won that game guaranteed day 2, and I gave him the win. I was like, I back myself to win at least one of these next 2 games to guarantee it. And I lost the one after that against Gaudy, because Gaudy is a terrible matchup for this deck, and I hit Raging Ball. And against Raging Ball, we hit a young start the 80 HP Hoothoot, attach, pass, and I got donked. And in the next turn, or the next game, I started the 80 HP Hoothoot again going first, and I attached and passed, which was really infuriating, because I was like, no way I'm about to be knocked out of Worlds, because I gave a win to my friend and couldn't close out the next 2 and lost to Raging Bolt. But thank goodness we were able to clutch it up, and he also had a bad start. He Iono'd me into some decent things, and we were able to get the game going, win that, and then win game 3 as well. If I lost that game, I would have been super pissed off. Like, I would have been majorly annoyed at that, but it worked out. what isn't working out here is this game over here. I think we're just gonna grab these two. Let's bench the Pagos. Ultra Ball away, Dusk, and Area 0. I'm kind of... Actually, no, let's get rid of the Pal Pad. I'm kind of hoping to hit an energy off of this Iono here. We'll grab ourselves the Pidgeot, and then Candy. But yeah, so I finally won that game, and I was like, alright, cool. I'm like 28th going into this next day. I hope we can just lock it out, close it out. You know, there was 35 people in day 2. So I realistically only needed one win or one tie to put myself into top 32 and guarantee it. And round 1 came around, and I won the game, and I was like, cool, that's invite locked. We're so back. And yeah, so that was that. That's how I qualified for Worlds. To be honest, it wasn't a very, like, I'd say difficult qualification, mainly because of the second place at Johannesburg, which came out, and shout out Terabox. I can't lie, Terabox has got me almost every single point this format. In fact, I'm pretty sure it has. I played Flareon on Terabox, which I'm still counting as Terabox. That's, in my eyes, that's still Terabox. And it's given me every single point that I've played. And it's cool. I love the deck. I think, honestly, I'm going to keep playing it moving forward. I don't see a world where I'm hopping off this deck. Shaman does kind of suck for Terabox, because obviously now Waterpon is not as strong as it used to be, but I'm sure we can find ways around it. And yeah, we're actually just straight up playing against Terabox over here. It's a mirror match, except I'm playing, I don't remember the player, Japanese player, maybe, was it Akira Kurosaki or Yoshiyuki Yamaguchi? I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's like a Melbourne list or something like that, or Brisbane. But yeah, it has Pidgeots, and it doesn't play like most of the other cards you usually play in Terabox. So the thing is, this deck is really good. Like, it's really good. I've been playing it just to get to Arceus Leagues for the rewards. And I'm gonna be real with you, we've been doing good here. Okay, so what we can actually do is we can bench this guy. We can go for our own Pidgeot here. We're still behind on... Okay, let's do this. I think what we're gonna do here is just go for another Crispin. We got rid of the Pal Pad though, which is a little bit of an issue. I might try and... We have the Counter Catcher in hand. We have no energy attached. It's not great. I'm gonna go ahead and kill that Hoothoot here. I'm just gonna hope... Yeah, let's go for this then. Because if he does take a knockout next turn, then we're still up. Well, we can just use the counter gain for the Terapagos while we do the thing with the energy. So we can get this over here and this over here. You can expect a lot more content from me now that the season is over. I'm going to be focusing on YouTube, as unfortunately I was unable to get all my documents in time to move to Japan in October. I will only be able to move next year, April, so we have a bit more time. I'm going to focus up on streaming and content and studies as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, pretty shitty if you ask me, because I don't go there in October, but it is pretty cool. I think it might even be better because now I have more time to work on my Japanese and studies and also Pokemon, and maybe when I get there I'll be able to do more, and I have just more time to prepare myself, everything. So honestly, might be a blessing in disguise, but I can't say I'm not miffed about it, unfortunately. There is a world where we actually have game this next turn. Never mind, he's gonna kill my Duskull here, and that's gonna suck. Alright, I mean, we can still take 3 this turn, and he can't take 3 next turn, unless he's playing Briar. But the thing is, he has 1 card in hand, and we're killing his Hoothoot here. And there goes our bomb. Unfortunate. We have Crispin. He can take 3 next turn. Hold up. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. The thing is, he can go 120, well, 100 here, and then 120 into the Noctowl. But I doubt that's possible, seeming as we're taking stuff out here. And then we have Gust for game the next turn, because he'll go down to 1. Yeah, okay, cool. Let us start... What do we want? We have Crispin in hand. Let's start getting stuff out, though, because... Right now, we are not cooking with this hand. Let's Let's go Buddy Poffin for the Hoothoot, and we'll shuffle back the Duskull. But yeah, I want to try and like make more content and just better content, because I feel like playing Pokemon right now like this and just speaking over it is a bit boring. Like, anyone can do this. So I think I'm gonna try and focus more on just like, even if I do this kind of content, it'll just be more of a series rather than just, yo, what's up guys, today we're playing this game and then we're doing this. So yeah, today's a bit more of a lazy video because I'm lazy. We could also, hold up, we could have killed with Budew here, and then we go down to 2, and then instead of going down to 1, hold up, I like that play more. I'm gonna do this instead. Let's go retreat into the Dew. And then just Itchy Pollen item lock. I like that. Alright, cool. Shout out Budew. The Budewed. And then next turn we should just have game, right? Because we have access to the Ultra Ball, we have the boss in hand, we have so much stuff, we have... Okay, I think, yeah, we got it. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be starting more series now that more content and more time is on the table. Hell yeah. I'm going to start probably the Road to Worlds series now, just preparing for that. We'll be just doing some random stuff, just playing games. It'll be a bit, like, more bland content while I work on other stuff in the background, but I'll try and make it as engaging as possible, and I want to try and make all the videos at least educational, at least so it's not all just brain-dead content, so that people that watch are at least learning something. I'm also going to go through my streamed game. We were on stream, yeah, baby. We're currently 2-0 on stream games. We have never lost a stream game, which is big for business. So, alright, we ripped the Iono. However, this deck has Pidgeot, and that is very big for business, because Pidgeot can just now go search out for the Noctowl, and then Noctowl can get us other stuff. Right, he's going to retreat and just kill with Fan Rotom here. And then, yeah, we just have the game with 1 energy, right? And then we can just go Torrential Pump, Knockout. Yeah, solved game. So this deck is really good. I might spoil the story a little bit, or the future a little bit, because I'm almost 1000% sure I'm going to be playing Terabox to Worlds. I'm just so committed to this deck. It just feels like Lost Box, and the amount of different variations this deck you can play is just, mwah. I love it. Like, proof is right here. Like, I'm playing against Terabox, and we are playing Terabox, 2 very different lists, and it's fun. Love the deck, love the game. Shout out Pokemon for printing Noctowl, and then also, I hate Pokemon for printing the new Watchtower, because locals are going to be spamming that card to counter me, because, yeah, if we take a look at the board right now, we've got quite a few colorless Pokemon on the field. And that kind of sucks, because Watchtower takes away our abilities, and if I wasn't able to click Jewel Seeker right now and Quick Search, we'd be losing the game. But we can, so we don't. What am I doing? We just need energy, bro. Okay, whoops. Yeah, we literally just need energy. Quick Search, Energy Retreat, Knockout. Solved game. Another thing, Briar is so cool in this deck. We could have even ripped a Briar and taken 3 this turn if we were behind. So yeah, Torrential Pump plus Briar is a crazy combo. But regardless, he scooped. I'll put the deck up on screen now. Today was a bit of a shorter video. A little bit, I'm tired after everything and all that. But I've been enjoying the deck. I've been enjoying life right now. I'm feeling good. Shout out for 1,000 subs. We hit that this morning. Let's go. We're so back. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. We're going to start just doing a bunch of Terabox stuff and figuring out what's the play for Worlds and how to counter Shaman. And if we can put Iron Hands in the deck, how can we do that? Alright, peace.